Okay, everybody, how's it going? It's Jeremy Blay here with the Blay team. I'm going to show you, we're going to build out a campaign right now and show you step by step what we're doing. Currently in our ads manager, we like to build it out of the Power Editor here. The way we get there is if you're ever in your Facebook account, you just simply click on this button here. Go to create ads and it'll bring you to a page that looks like this. It won't exactly look like this, but you'll find it. You just go up to the corner. It'll probably most likely be under Ads Manager, and you want to go to Power Manager. So here we are in the Power Manager. We're going to create our first campaign. In order to do that, we're going to hit Create Campaign. What you notice is there's going to be 3 steps, which is going to be the campaigns, the ad sets, and the actual ads. And I'll take you through each 3 steps. They're actually quite simple once you learn how to do it. They can just be time consuming. So this will come up and I'll show you what we're going to do once it does. Okay, for this particular campaign, we're going to do a traffic campaign. You'll see here you can choose what type of campaign you want. We're going to be doing traffic because that's what we want, is lots of traffic. And you're going to give this campaign a name. I like to always name it the address of the property we're doing, so I'll just copy and paste it to there. And that'll be the name of our actual campaign. Okay, and Facebook likes to change things up, so now they have us. This is creating the ad set, name everything here, which is no big deal. Just name it something you're gonna remember. The campaign's in the name, so I might just name it 1819 ad set 1 for this particular, and then the actual ad name itself. I'll probably do ad 1819, just so I know the difference. So, not a big deal. Just you'll understand as we move through this. So, I'm just gonna save to draft. Okay, once you hit save to draft, you'll see this will come up here. You can do it a couple different ways. They have your hyperlinks here. You're going to want to just basically go down the scroll. So we're going to go ahead and go to our ad set. Okay, so here we are on the actual ad set. You see that here's the name. You can always rechange it if you want to. Where do we want to drive the traffic? Either to a website, app, or into Messenger. For this particular site, we are going to want to go into website. So we'll just keep it there, and down here you're gonna see the actual budget and schedule. You can put a schedule on it or just a daily budget. When I'm doing an ad like this, I usually like to start with about $10 to $15 a day, just kind of test it out, see what's happening, and if it's not doing well, we got to figure out if it's the wrong ad, wrong property, wrong targeting. But usually it's the wrong property or the wrong types of pictures, actually. There's various reasons, but so you can schedule it if you want. I don't. I'm just going to put $15 a day and kind of watch it. Now, custom audience we won't touch. That's something you can do later on down the road to help drive your cost of the leads and traffic down in Facebook. What we do want to focus on first is the location. I'm going to click out of here for now. We're going to put in a new location. What we're going to do is put the actual address of the property right into here. So let me. Okay, so I'm going to paste the address in here. Go ahead and search. Hold on. Okay, you can see I copied the pasted the address in here, and you can go 10, 15 miles out, however far you want to go out. In this case, because this particular property is in a beach area, I might go a little bit farther out, but chances are this is where my audience is. And right now we have quite a bit of audience. We're going to narrow that down. So before I touch anything, I'm going to show you how to narrow down this audience. Now, for this particular property, this is a higher end property. So depending on that, I'll know what age demographic to go after. The properties in a first-time home buyer purchase range. then that's what I'm gonna look at doing in terms of that age demographic. This is more of a upscale type of neighborhood. People are usually a little bit older and well established. So I might go in a higher age bracket, somewhere around, you never really know. I mean, 37 to maybe 55 is what I'll look at. I want this number here to be around, 400 to 500,000, give or take. Now, the one thing we should actually do first, let me go ahead and put this up. We'll just keep it at 60 for now. One thing we want to do first, actually, and let me show you, I'm going to bring it up here. When you scroll down, you'll see under placements, we were here, just underneath, we want to click on edit placements. And we want to get rid of Messenger, audience networks, Instagram. Okay, you want to also get rid of, when you open up the Facebook, the right column and instant articles. We only want our ad to show up in the news feed on Facebook. So we get rid of all these other things because they'll go to people we don't really want our ad to show up in front of, and it will waste our marketing dollars, and we don't want that to happen. So it'll only show up in the feeds here. Okay, we'll go back up to the top, or where we were, and then under the demographics. You'll see now I've got only about 550 people in this area. So I'm probably just going to leave it open. I could shrink this down a little bit by going to more of 55. A lot of people here might be downsizing actually in that age group, so I can bring my audience down. So there, I'm about 480. That's right about where I want to be in this area. So we're going to narrow this down a little bit further. In detailed marketing, so we're going to look at people like, the good thing about Facebook now is a lot of these detailed targets are important. What's happening, Facebook's building algorithms as we keep progressing and growing, and they'll take the first 25 to 30 clicks and kind of start running things that way as well, and find the best audience for your ad. But you want to start with different targets like this, like likely to move. The other ones we want to look at are current renters or buying a house. First time home buyers might not be a good one, but we like to look at people that are looking at Zillow or Realtor.com. Okay, so here's kind of what I'm looking at. We've got people likely to move. So there's a lot of times we'll get people looking to sell their house and moving up. Renters currently renting in higher end areas might like a property like this, or we use these anyways. Realtor.com and Zillow. Now I can actually narrow my audience down and say, okay, I only want income of target people that make 125 to 150, because these are the types of demographics that are going to be able to afford this type of property. And if I'm not targeting that type of group, then you're going to get your ad in front of people that you might not want to. Now sometimes if it takes it down too far, I'll take it off, so I don't always use this filter. Simply because not everybody actually puts their income into Facebook, so it's rare that I actually use the income filters, but you can narrow it down even that much further. So what also I might do is exclude certain people, and I'll show you. Okay, sometimes depending on what I'm doing, I'll actually exclude realtors, believe it or not. The reason I do that is I don't need realtors to see my ad. They can, if it's not a house that's already on the market, they can find it on Zillow or anywhere else. So that's not what I'm trying to go after. So anyone with the job title realtor, I will exclude. Or even loan officers in the business, recent homeowners. Not newer homeowners, because some people recent home buyers. Some people do want to sell to buy up, so we want to hit some homeowners there. Or even recent borrowers. So there's some people, recent mortgage borrowers. There's some things you want to actually exclude for that. Okay, so I got recent home buyer, recent realtors. You know, I can do recent mortgage borrower. They just took out a mortgage. Are probably not looking to buy a property unless they're trying to buy an investment property, but I'm not really advertising an investment property. So we got about 190,000 people. That's a good amount of people to look in front of. It's pretty targeted so far. They have this button here called expand interest. We always keep it off. I don't recommend you click on it. Facebook will go out and start showing your ads in front of other people that might not fit that, and you know, maybe people even exclude it. So leave it unchecked for now. We already showed you how to edit your placements. You want to click off on all of these. You just want it to show up in your news feeds here. And that should pretty much be it. You want to be on impressions. You can, what do you want to get charged for? Impressions or link clicks? I usually do link clicks, typically. So I stick to that for now. You can try impressions. How we typically just do a link click campaign. And that is it for ad set. We are going to go ahead and move over to finishing the campaign on the actual ad itself. Okay, real quick before I go over there, I want to just make sure you do see we've done the website, the budget, where we want the property, the age demographic, the targeting, exclusions, and the newsfeed. So once you've done that, you have your circle of people. You're going to go up here and simply click on add. Alright, so we got our campaign, our ad set. This is the last piece. First thing you want to do is go to the page that you're going to be working on. In this case, it's going to be, I usually would do it just under your business page directly. This is mine. However, this ad is for an agent. I would normally just have it done under their page, or they would do it themselves. From there, we are going to create a post. Okay, so here we are. We're going to create an ad. In this particular one, we're going to do an ad with just one image or video. And so the first thing you want to do is actually select that image. Now, you're going to have to upload it from your actual desktop, or you can drag and drop it, which I might do actually. Well, I got all kinds of stuff going on over here. So we are going to bring up the image we designed earlier in Canva, which if you did not see how we did that, you need to go back to another video or another training we've done, and we'll send that to you. But it's very simple. So you build it in Canva. So we're just, here's the image that's coming in. It's going to populate. One thing about Facebook is it does lag a little bit. Obviously I'm recording the screen as well, so it takes a little bit longer. The other thing we're going to do is put our web link that we want people to drive traffic to in where it says web URL there. And we're going to wait for this to load up. Okay, now that the photos have populated, we're going to fill out our link. Now I've done some the links earlier, and what I'm doing is just copy and pasting some past, once you get these going, you'll be able to do them real quick because you've already done the work, and then you just have to make some minor changes. And one thing I like to do in these minor changes is, depending on what we are working with, is change the different verbiage. So for example, we like to use a lot of emojis, get people's attention. This particular property is a price drop, so we're going to change the verbiage on what we do here. So let me make some changes. Okay, so we went ahead and finished our text here. Just to give you an example, we use a lot of these emojis. We go to this website here. It's just emojipedia.org. You can just click in emojis in Google, you'll find it. And we also use these hashtags. Use hashtag and put all the words together. It'll highlight it, and it'll kind of show it in blue up here. This is to capture people's attention. We put the address in the headline. It'll show up down here, and get instant access and a private tour. Learn more. When they click here or on the URL, they will be taken to the website where they can opt in. Other than that, this is done. You're going to hit the review and draft, and it should activate here in a moment. Sometimes they will go through a approval process, and then they'll activate it. So you'll see if it's pending. Sometimes it will go active right away. In this case, let's see what happens. And this is active. So this campaign's active now. We will track the results. I will actually probably customize these results later, and we'll show you in a different video on that, so we can track the cost per click and everything else. I hope this was helpful.